today and I tried to make a joke, and when I said it she was like, and I was like, okay, this isn't funny, never mind. Ah, what's that? Okay, so it has been quite some time. I want to say it's been about 2 months since I posted a video. I have been crazy busy. I got a new job. I now work at Sephora. Yay! And I just have been really busy with my whole life lately, and I have not been able to film. I do not have time to do a tutorial today, if you cannot tell already. My hair is half wet and I just got out of the shower and I just put on like a teeny bit of makeup so I didn't look so scary on camera. But I just wanted to film a video basically on just things that happened to me, because I feel like I'm that friend where it's like, that would only happen to Jaina. Hopefully you guys get like a little laugh out of it, because I can't even tell the stories without laughing. I'm not gonna have them in like a getting better order. There's no like order. These are just like that came in my head. So the first story being this. Okay, so this happened about like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, maybe back by the time like I wasn't filming. So me and my friend, we were at this like little like bar thing, right? So we're over there and our like routine is we always take mirror pics. Like we'll take like the little mirror like selfies, right? So we're taking the pictures and like this girl comes into the bathroom and she's in the bathroom and like I don't know why I was like, I think it's like someone's throwing up, and she was like, what? And I was like, I think that girl's throwing up in there. But like we're being quiet, we're like, oh my god, like I think like she's throwing up, like I wonder if she's okay, because she's by herself. She wasn't with any friends, nothing. So I was like, I'm just gonna look under the stall. Oh my god, I can't tell the story without laughing. So I was like, I'm just gonna look under the stall and see if like I see she's like on her knees or not, because like she'd be throwing up. You can tell if someone's facing the toilet or not, or if she's just going to the bathroom, and like I was gonna dip at that point. I look under the stall and I'm like, oh my god, this girl has on her hands and knees, not facing the toilet, she is throwing up all over the bathroom floor, all over, like has not even like attempted to make an aim at the toilet at all. And I'm literally like, I pull my friend aside and she looks under the thing and we were both like, no, we gotta out. We left so quick. So then we go and tell the people, they clean it up, whatever. So that was like the first weird story. I just thought it was funny. Like, you may not find it funny, but I thought it was freaking hilarious. So that's my first story. Second story, this is one of those ones where it's like, this is my life. So me and 3 of my friends were all hiking. It was like me, one of my best friends, and then like our 2 guy friends. We're all gonna go hiking. Like we found this like cool trail. We heard that there was like waterfalls at the end of it. Like we're like, oh, we're gonna be active, whatever. So we get to the waterfall and like we noticed that on the side of the waterfall there's like a little like rope, and you like kind of like scale the side of it and you hold on to the rope. So with the rope, you get to the top of the waterfall and you can take pictures up there and it's all cool. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm so gonna do that. We're all gonna do that. So the guys go first and then my friend goes and I'm like behind her. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got this. But the waterfall was wet, so my shoes were wet. Okay? So we are scaling the side of this. The guys are already at the top. My friend is about halfway through and I'm holding onto the rope. But the rope had like a swing to it. So I'm holding on, I'm like, okay, I've got this. Like I'm thinking I'm being super sporty, like going. And then all of a sudden the rope kind of like swung like this way and I kind of swung back. So I like catch myself just barely, but I put my foot back like literally like this much, put my foot back. My foot was like, my shoe was wet and I slipped, okay? I was only in like I had like leggings on and then a sports bra. So I'm holding it like this, but when I slipped, like I fell back and I went to go catch myself and I pulled my strap this way and I was hanging on by one. I do like a full swing around and I slam my body across like the thing and I'm holding on I'm literally scaling this thing by one arm, and my bra strap is like this and it's lifted up, but since I'm facing the rocks, like you couldn't see that my top was all the way up, and I'm holding on with one arm because like I don't know why I didn't put this arm up to hold myself. I'm holding on the rope with one arm. I'm about to fall into this waterfall that's like this shallow. I'm holding on for dear life, and like everybody around is like, oh my god, and no one's doing anything. Like everybody's like in shock that I'm just hanging there with like my top up, but no one could see anything. And like they're like, oh, put your other arm up. And I was like, if I put my other arm up, I'm gonna like swing around and you guys are gonna see my boobs. Like I can't do that. Like I just like could not. I was like more concerned with flashing everybody than saving my own life. So I'm like standing there, my friend's like, you need to put your other arm up, you need to put your other arm up, like you need to get up. I was like, I can't. So then all of a sudden, like within like a few seconds, finally like people were like, oh my god, help her. So this couple comes around and they like jump into the waterfall, and I hear somebody, the girl's like, somebody help this girl. And I'm like standing there, like I was like trying not to laugh at the fact like this would happen to me, and then I'm also like terrified. So I'm like hanging there, and then this girl, she gets her husband, she gets on her husband's shoulders, puts her arm up like this, and is like, step down, step down. I'm like, this guy cannot hold two of us. Like, are you kidding me? I'm gonna break this man. And she's like, you can do it, you can do it. So I'm like, okay. I'm like slowly trying to like lower myself and like lower my top down, and I finally get down, and like I thanked them. I was like, thank you so much, you saved my life. This would only happen to me. And my friends thought it was the funniest thing in the whole wide world, and if I can find a picture I will put it in this video where you can see it wasn't like that tall, but it's like if I would have fallen I would have hurt myself, like possibly broken bone. Like it was not cool, and that's something that would totally happen to me. So that is the second story. The third story is I have really low blood pressure, low blood sugar, whatever it is. Whatever it is I've got, it's low. I don't really know what's the deal. If I don't have like, if I don't eat in the morning, I'll pass out during the day. Like I have to eat like throughout the day, like continuously. Me and like my friend had planned this trip to Six Flags. Like he was coming back into town from Colorado, and like we've been friends for so long. We're like, oh, like we need to hang out, we need to plan something. Like I haven't seen you in so long. We're in line to go on one of the rides. So I'm like standing there, and like I didn't even notice that I wasn't feeling good. Like I was totally normal, fine. And then he like looks at me, and I started kind of feeling like a little sick, but I'm not the kind of person to be like, oh my god, I'm so sick, like we need to go. I was just like, I'm gonna tough it out, pretend like it's not happening, I'm not gonna ruin this day, like we're finally hanging out, we're finally like, gonna do something, and I'm actually getting out of my house. So I like pretend like nothing's going on, and he knows me, so he like looks at me and he's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine, it's all good. He's like, all right, turns back around, and then I kind of felt like that, like I'm gonna pass out feeling, like you know, where he started getting dizzy, I was getting really lightheaded, and then I always know when like someone's like, it feels like someone's cupping my ears and I can't hear anything, that's when I know you're going down, girlfriend, you're going down. And I had no color in my face apparently. He's like, are you sure you're okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And he was like, you look like you're gonna pass out. I was like, no, I'm not. And I turned my head because I didn't want him to see me. I was like, I need to keep it together. Like we're almost at the, we've been waiting in line for like 2 hours. Almost at the front, like keep it together. What do? I turn around, and within seconds, I blacked out, and I wake up, and I'm on the ground, and I have 4 or 5 people over me like this. And I'm like what just happened? And he's like, I told you you were gonna faint. We were on the staircase, and I had fell back, and I smacked my head against the staircase, and I had fell down the staircase, and everybody in line, oh my god, are you okay, are you okay? I'm like, dude, like why do these things happen to me? And I'm like, no, I'm fine, like thank you guys. And he's like, okay, like let's get out of line, like you just smacked your head so hard, like you can't go on this ride. I'm like, I'm going, like we have been waiting, I'm going on this ride. He's like, no, you are not going, like you just smacked your head so hard. Like, and this is like a spinny, like this is like the craziest ride that they have there, by the way. I'm like, no, I'm fine. So I convinced him to like stay on the ride, and he's like, you're crazy, like whatever. So we go on this ride, I get back off the ride, and I'm like, probably not my best idea. I'm like the worst headache, I had smacked my head, I like call my mom, she's like, are you insane? You're gonna have a concussion. And we got food, because he's like, you need to eat something, like you haven't eaten that. I'm like, okay, fine. So that's another one of my clumsy stories. My last story I was a little hesitant to talk about, but I figured since there are no names being mentioned in this video, I think I'm in the clear, but it's funny. I mean, it may have not been funny at the time, but it was really funny. Of my friend group, if anybody this would happen to, It'd be me. Okay, so I'm dating this guy. We got into an argument and I was gonna leave. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go home. I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. So I go home. I get in my car and he will not let me leave. You're not going anywhere. I'm like, okay, yes I am. So I get in my car, I'm about to drive off, and he jumps on my car. That's not the funny part. The funny part is I'm like, okay, you need to, I'm literally laughing. I'm not even mad. I'm not screaming. I'm like laughing. I'm like, you need to get off my car. Like something is wrong with you. Stop. I will call you later. We can talk about it later, but now I'm going home. So I'm trying to drive off and he is on top of my car and I'm driving through and I'm like, get off my car. I'm like trying to go like a little faster, flinging him off my car, but like just enough to get him off. Won't get off. He's like, stop it. He goes, stop it. You're making a scene. I'm like, I just bust out laughing. I'm like, I'm making a scene? Are you like me? Are you kidding me? Like, you're on top of my car. I'm making a scene. Are you insane? Like, look, I wish I had a video. I should have videotaped this. Like, I would have been dying. And he finally gets off the car and I like drove off and I like called my friend right away. I was like, dude, you will never guess what just happened to me. And she was like, I probably could. It's something weird, but what happened? And I tell her and we were just dying. Like, people. You can't be jumping on people's cars. So that was the 4 pointless stories of my life that I find funny and that other people find funny. Hopefully you found it funny. I just felt the need to do a video on something because it has been so long since I did a video, and I know it's not beauty related or anything like that, but I thought it would actually get you guys to know a little bit more about me and my personal life and who I am besides makeup. I am a clumsy oddball, and that's okay. It's okay to be like that. But that's just something that would happen to me. Stuff like that happens to me all the time, so maybe I'll start blogging about things that happen to me all the time. So hopefully you get a kick out of this video. I just wanted to make sure I got a video in at some point so you guys didn't think I was the ghost of YouTube anymore. Like, I'm still on here, I just have not had time to film. Again, like I said, I got a new job that I actually love right now, and I still have my other job, so I'm working 2 jobs right now and I just have been so busy, and on my downtime I'm just like, I cannot be doing a video right now. I just need to keep it together in my head. I just wanted to throw this one in there really quick, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.